Prices for carbon credits have been going up quite a bit over the past years, and that is encouraging given that prices have been at a standstill for many, many years.
Looking at the pace at which the voluntary carbon market is growing these days is pretty exciting. Clearly, there is still some work to be done to ensure that the amounts paid reflect a fair cost of carbon, but great seeing all these projects receiving funding anyway.
The increased attention to sustainable agriculture models due to their great potential of carbon sequestration and other benefits to small farmers and ecosystems, reaching an average price of $12 per ton, one of the highest prices in the market.
I think it can help, but the first priority for everybody should be reducing their own emissions. And just the sheer scale of getting to net zero requires drastic emissions cuts across all sectors and geographies. So that means the scope for offsetting is actually relatively narrow.
The nice thing about carbon credit markets is that they reduce emissions rapidly in places where emissions can be reduced rapidly.
Hopefully we'll see an increase in demand from the corporate sector, and if the carbon credits have high environmental integrity, this will help ensuring that they are real and verifiable emission reductions.
Demand will continue to rise, and we'll see a further shift away from large renewable energy projects and avoided deforestation projects. There'll be greater interest in removals, initially mostly nature-based, but technology-based removals will start to scale up pretty soon after.
Probably the continued growth of the VCM will remain at a stage, although moving away from cheap avoided emission credits to nature-based and more costly tech-based removals. Hopefully also international compliance and domestic schemes will gain momentum and start playing a more prominent role too.